Hello, I'm State Representative Norma Smith, representing the beautiful 10th Legislative District. Recently, my small business assistance legislation was signed by the Governor. House Bill 1150 received unanimous bipartisan support as the bill went through the legislative process. You may recall, this bill simply says that a small business, when they unknowingly are in violation of a rule or regulation for the first time, has 1 calendar week to correct that violation without a monetary fine. This law will help small businesses through this difficult time and help get our families and communities working again. As you know, the majority budget rolled out, and I could not support it, that proposal, when it came to the floor for a vote. It continues to be unsustainable and to rely on one-time money for ongoing programs. In fact, it relies on more than $500 million of one-time monies, including a $300 million credit card loan that securitizes our liquor warehouse distribution operations and significantly lowers our revenues for the next 20 years. It lacks true reform and only gives the perception of a balanced budget. It pushes $253 million in K-12 education appropriations into the next biennium. That does not reflect sustainability or a legitimate balanced budget. Washington State's Constitution is clear when it says it is our paramount duty to provide ample funding for basic education. I'm concerned again this year, as I have been the past several years, that majority budgets are not prioritizing education in the budgeting process, as the Constitution clearly directs us to do. I voted against an early action budget this session, with the primary concern that it retroactively took money from our school districts. In other words, the budget passed last session allocated dollars to school districts. School districts used those dollars, and then the early majority budget proposal took that money back, leaving school districts to make up the difference. I have supported reforms that would prioritize education in the budgeting process and will continue to do so. We must make appropriate investments in the classroom and in the difficult budget years. And that might mean putting off things like land acquisitions, or program creation, or program expansion. I'm also very concerned about many of the proposed cuts to the programs important to the developmentally disabled community, particularly employment programs. Employment for the developmentally disabled is incredibly important for these individuals and their families. These programs provide life skills and independence. We need to help those with disabilities so that they can be active in their home communities and contribute to the workforce in a meaningful and fulfilling way. And we need them in the community. We learn so much. The House budget shifts many of the dollars for supported employment to a different type of program. And I remain extremely concerned with that decision. The Senate has introduced their budget, and I'm still hopeful for some decisions that will reflect reforms, sustainability, and the prioritization of education, public safety, and our most vulnerable. This news highlights why the legislature must remain focused on Get Washingtonians Working Again. My bill signed by the Governor this week was one small step in the right direction for employers, but we must continue pushing for appropriate reforms to ease the burden on small businesses in Washington State so that they can retain and create jobs and provide us with a sustainable economic recovery. Thank you for allowing me to serve you in the Washington State House of Representatives. I'm Norma Smith. Have a great day.